Steelers shock the Ravens after John Harbaugh goes for 2 as the Ravens remain one of the most analytically savvy franchises in sports. The Bengals lose, and then the Browns were on bye. So it was a big opportunity for the Ravens there to take like a 2-game lead in the division. They do not. So the Steelers right back in this thing. Baltimore still has the lead in the division, still the favorite at minus 150, but the Steelers now at plus 1,400 to win the division. Tell me why you like that value for Pittsburgh, Pearce, or maybe you don't.
I don't like Pittsburgh, and I don't like the bet on the Ravens either. I've been saying all season this team's overrated. They're not a good team, and once again, I've been proven correctly. Yes, Lamar Jackson was expecting him to play better yesterday, but there's a way you beat Lamar Jackson. It's pretty simple. You do what the Dolphins did on Thursday night. You bring a lot of pressure on him. You sack him. You blitz him. That's what Pittsburgh did yesterday. They sacked him 7 times. J.J. Watt got to Lamar 4 times. That's all you got to do. That's really not that hard. I mean, it's a pretty easy game plan. Look at this offensive line for the Ravens. 29th in adjusted sack rate. Not a good team. 28th in adjusted rushing yards. It's not a good team. Devontae Freeman is their lead back. This is not a good team. This is not last year's Dobbins, Edwards, Ingram offense. Meanwhile, the Bengals, they were fine yesterday. Was it disappointing? Was it shocking? Yeah, they made too many mistakes. That's what teams do. That's what young teams do. They battled back, got into that game. They had Mixon had a fumble return for a touchdown. Jamar Chase had a touchdown that he bobbled, and it turned into an interception. Joe Burrow threw a red zone interception. They just made too many mistakes. I still believe in the Bengals and not in the Ravens.
Yeah, Jules, Ravens 1-2 in divisional games too, and now all of a sudden the Steelers once again haunting the rest of the division.
Yeah, I guess the odds on the Steelers, when you look at the standings and how jumbled up they are, it's anyone's division. So I guess I'm not betting the division. If you made me bet the division, sure, give me the longest odds if you're giving me like a free bet on it, and that's the Steelers. So I don't know. This division's all summed up by that Ravens finish, the Bengals having 2 turnovers from Chase and Mixon that arguably could have completely flipped that game. It's just not something I'm willing to bet on. If you want one bet from me in the AFC North right now, I will bet Cleveland money line next week with Baltimore coming into Cleveland. Cleveland's coming off a bye. Cleveland just lost a grinder in Baltimore. It's a bounce back spot, and the Ravens lose another cornerback. Like, if you want one thing from me in the AFC North, the Browns are beating the Ravens on Sunday, and that's all I'm willing to commit to.
All right, Geoff. Can the Ravens get past their offensive issues enough to bet them? Their schedule's daunting. Look at this. They finished up with Cleveland, Green Bay, Cincinnati, the Rams, and Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even blame Julian for having commitment issues. It's the AFC North here. I mean, what are we talking about? But I am with Pearce. I mean, I think that the team that's looked the best all year, and I'm not saying they're an elite team, but it's the Bengals. I mean, their defense has been spotty in starts, but Burrow got them back into that game. Joe Burrow just needs to stop turning the ball over like in the first 5 minutes of every game, and the Bengals probably just win out here. But if you look at the schedules for the AFC North, we're almost in like a round robin format. These teams are all playing themselves multiple times or playing each other multiple times before the end of the year. So you're really in a situation where you shouldn't be taking the favorite because there's no way that the Ravens are like big favorites versus any of these teams right now. And I like the spot with the Bengals because they have a game over the Browns and the Steelers. And they also match up against all these teams. Like, they play the Ravens again. So their destiny is still in their own hands. I think the Bengals at plus 225 is the best odds. Now, about the Steelers, I think if you're going to take that Bengals bet, maybe sprinkle a little on the Steelers at plus 1,400 as well, because it's a little bit of a hedge. And if Ben somehow runs the table, you got the big odds. Again, the Steelers also have game in hands against the division too. So that's how I'd be playing this. The Bengals are really the team you should be hammering, though.